This is just a short video that shows how I would use an example and upload it to YouTube. This is what the students would see once it was uploaded to YouTube and they accessed it. And from there, they could comment on the example. So the example that I'm going to do is solving radical equations. It's 4 equals -1 plus the square root of -5 minus 6n. In order to solve radical equations, we have to isolate the radical term first. Just like any equation, we would solve for the unknown variable, which in this case is the variable n. We need to isolate the radical term, and in order to do that, we need to get rid of the -1. We would get rid of the -1 by adding 1 to both sides of the equal sign. Remember, same as the regular equations, whatever we do to one side of the equal sign, we must do to the other. So we get 5 equals the square root of -5 minus 6n. That's 5 minus 6n. And in order to get rid of this radical, we need to square it. Squaring a square root eliminates it. Just like dividing is the opposite of multiplication, squaring is the opposite of taking the square root. So we are going to square in order to get rid of the radical. And because we squared one side, we have to square the second side. So 5 squared is 25. And the square root of -5 minus 6n squared is just -5 minus 6n. Now this is your basic two-step equation. You would solve it just like any other, which means that we would add 5, and that gives us 30 equals -6n. And what do we do to finish this off? Divide by -6. And we get n equals -5. And of course we would need to check this, but this is how you solve it. So that's the end of the problem. This would be uploaded to YouTube, and the students would then be able to access this example as well as ask questions on how to complete it and get responses from either myself or their classmates.